I am just going to do a video as quickly as I can. There's a lot to go over here. This is all the gear I'll be taking on the PCT this year. A lot of the stuff I've collected over the last couple years in preparation for a adventure like this. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, with the exception of a few items. All of it I've purchased with my own money. It's always good to take advantage of sales and going out of stock items. So let's get started. For clothing, we'll start from the bottom up. I will have Ultra Olympus 5s. I had the Lone Peaks for a while. I like them. I switched over to the Olympus simply because I heard some people say that with the extra cushion, their joints felt better at the end of a long day. So I've been using these since last summer. I like them quite a bit. They haven't fallen apart on me yet. I don't have a ton of miles on them, but I wear them almost every day, especially this spring, just trying to get acclimated to them for the trip. So we'll see how they do. I may switch back to the Lone Peaks if I don't like how they feel once I get on trail, but we'll find out later. NG sock liners. These are really comfortable. They can be kind of a pain to put on sometimes, but I do think they help preventing hot spots and blisters, especially between the toes. And I'm hoping that they help keep some dust off my feet when I'm in the desert. And then the true classic Darn Toughs. I'll have 2 pairs of these. Comfy. They last a long time. I haven't ripped a hole in them yet. I've been using them for years. I'll have 2 new pair for the trail. But great warranty too. If you do put a hole in them, they'll send you a new pair. Got a pair of shorts here. I think I just picked these up at TJ Maxx. Avalanche Outdoor Supply Company. Pretty basic, lightweight, comfortable. They dry quick. My shirt that I'll be wearing the entire time is the Jolly Gear Triple Crown button down. I like this shirt a lot. I picked it up last fall during their Season 3 drop of their new color line. It's great. It dries really quick. It doesn't hold any odor. I've never smelled in it. Yeah, really comfortable shirt. I like the hood a lot. Even in colder temps, even though it is a lightweight, more of a sun hood, it helps keep the breeze off your ears and the back of your neck if it's a little chilly out. Yeah, can't say enough good things about that shirt and that company. Also have just Ultra Gaiters, help keep rocks, dust, twigs out of my shoes. And I have a running hat, Maine Beer Company. Great beer, great food. Go check them out if you're in the Freeport, Maine area. And then I have a Hartford Gear little fanny pack here. I'll be keeping things like money, a PCT permit, mostly snacks throughout the day, so I don't have to take my pack off. I'll load it up in the morning. And I've had this for a little while, and I like it a lot. Waterproof zippers, really durable material. Haven't had a problem with the zippers yet. I've used it quite a bit. It sits really comfortably. I like that the buckle is on the side. That way when I have my pack on, the buckle isn't digging into my back. Yeah. And trekking poles. Lecky Legacy Light AS. Just picked these up from Eastern Mountain Sports because I got a really good deal on them. But they're good. I've used them for about half a year now. Haven't really beat the crap out of them, but there's no sign of wear or anything on the tips. So I think these will serve me pretty well. They don't vibrate too much. Yeah. I have a trekking pole tent, so good trekking poles, definitely essential. Moving on to the pack, the fun stuff. I have a ULA Circuit. I've had this for about a year. I absolutely love this pack. 68 liters, I believe. Really big pack, but if you don't need that much inside of it, the way it cinches down can almost feel more like a 35, 40 liter pack. Really lightweight. It's just over 2 pounds, I think. Really water resistant, not waterproof. but I have a pack cover for that. And everything inside my bag is in waterproof bags. So starting from the top, just a little foam seat pad, EMS. People usually like these a lot. I haven't used one on a long distance hike, but I think it'll be really great for taking breaks, having a somewhat soft place to sit, and I really like it for changing out on the trail, changing your clothes. You can lay this down and have something to step on. That way you're not getting your socks all muddy or dirty or whatever. It's also good at the vestibule of your tent as, you know, a place to put your shoes or socks or whatever. So take that. We'll see how long that lasts me on the trail. If I don't use it enough, I'll send it back. The side pockets, I have my rain gear. I have a outdoor research helium I picked up used at a local consignment gear shop. I think I got it for like 50 bucks, and a lot of people say they like it a lot. The only thing that worries me about this jacket is there's no pit zips for ventilation. I have noticed hiking in colder temperatures, it keeps the heat in really well, but that makes me think, you know, maybe it doesn't breathe as well if it's warmer, but I need a wind shell or a rain jacket. Breathability could be a concern, but we'll find out. And then I got a pair of Black Diamond rain pants. I'll probably mostly be using these as wind pants or an extra layer if it's cold out, starting early mornings in the desert, or the Sierras if it gets really windy. Not totally, I wouldn't say not necessary, but a lot of people don't carry these on the PCT. They have a lot more for wind pants. But these are really light. These are, I think, 6 or 7 ounces. I got them on sale off Black Diamond's website, and I think they'll serve me really well. If I don't like them, send them back, or send them home rather. Just got some smart water bottles on the side here. That's what I'll be using. I just have them in there for weight right now to train with the pack. 3 liters of water. These pockets are ULA, really nice and big. They can fit 2 of these pretty easily. And I've even had room to stuff some little things like my gaiters or maybe a hat in between the 2 water bottles. And they cinch up really nicely. The way that it's cut, I've bent over before and I've never had one of these fall out of here. So it's been a concern of mine. So losing my water, especially if I have my Sawyer filter on it, I don't want to bend over and drop my water bottle down a hill or have it fall right on the filter and break. So really impressed with this pack so far. It carries very comfortably. And then on the front mesh stretchy pocket here, I got my piece of Tyvek ground sheet for my tent that I cut to the correct size. And then I have my toilet kit, so toilet paper, hand sanitizer, a trowel, keep that close by. And I have a sun umbrella here. It's G4 Free, I think that's the brand of it. Just got it off Amazon for like 20 bucks. Hiking in the desert will be totally new to me. I'm a little bit nervous about it. I'm a Northeast guy, so I'm used to the cold, the snow, the wind, and hiking in very hot, dry temperatures will be totally new to me. Some people swear by a sun umbrella, so, you know, it can't hurt to have it. I think this weighs 4 ounces. So if it works, great. It was worth its weight. If not, then I will just throw it in a hiker box or something because it was so cheap. We'll see how it does. And then my last thing in this front pocket, I have the ULA rain cover for my pack. Everything in my pack is in dry bags or plastic bags. The reason I decided to also bring a rain cover is to keep the stuff on the outside of my pack dry, but also keep water from absorbing into my pack. This pack is really water resistant, but if it rains hard enough, it's going to soak up water, and that's going to add a lot of weight to my pack. So I thought it would be smart if, you know, I need to cover the pack to keep water off of it. That'll save me a little bit of weight being added to my pack. The pack saturates with water. And then turn it around on the front here, might be kind of hard to see. I have ULA water bottle pouch. That way I don't have to take my pack off. I found that I don't know, I'm small build, I have short arms. I've had a hard time reaching back and trying to get a water bottle out of those side pockets. So I really like having a water bottle up front. Also kind of helps counterweight some of the balance on the back. Adds a little bit of weight to the front. And I don't have to take my pack off to get a drink of water if I need it. And then right next to that, Garmin InReach Mini 2. I'll be going solo, so I want to have one of those for communication, tracking, and of course the SOS button. On the other side, I have a Chicken Tramper Ultralight Gear phone pocket. Fits my phone really well. I have a large phone. And it's waterproof. Yeah, I like this thing a lot. Carries nice. My phone slips in and out of it really easily. Little mesh pocket on the front there. You can throw chapsticks, or I have my sunglasses in there. These are just some knockarounds. I got at REI for like 20 bucks. That's what I'll be taking. And then on the inside of my shoulder strap, right on the chest strap actually, I have a knife. This is a Light My Fire. It's a Swedish company. They partnered with Mora a number of years ago to make little survival knives. I like having a full-size knife with me. Am I going to use it? Not very often. Cooking, eating, you know, if I can't really have fires on the PCT, but, you know, in an emergency situation, a good knife can make a huge difference. This also has a little fire steel on the end of it to create sparks. It's just kind of the Northeast woodsman in me wants a backup way to make a fire, also have a good knife on me for, like I said, survival, cooking, also the threats of wildlife, you know, super rare, but it does happen. Brings you a little comfort knowing you have something to defend yourself with if it comes down to that. Moving on to the inside of the pack, right on top, I have some Zero shoes, sandals. I forget, I think these are like the Trail X or something like that. I just picked them up off their website. They're like less than 5 ounces. I wasn't sure about or camp shoes rather. I decided to go with it mainly because of showering on trail. I know there's a lot of public showers. You can pick up some nasty stuff on your feet in public showers. Also river crossings, although I'll probably just be wearing my Ultras instead of going through the hassle of taking pack off. You know, removing my shoes, getting these on, and then doing the same on the other side. But also letting your feet breathe is super important. If anything happens to my shoes, they're out of commission. I have these. These are really rugged. Really good tread on them. Really secure to your foot. So in a pinch, you know, I could wear these in place of my shoes if I had to get somewhere. I still had some miles to go, and my shoes were out of commission. So got those close by. I have my pot on top. I have this like little, kind of like a pack towel, but it's not pack towel brand. I tie that up to keep the cover on, keep the contents inside my pot from sloshing around. But this is nice to, you know, have a rag to clean my pot. As a napkin. I have a beard, gets pretty messy sometimes. So just a nice thing to have. It's really lightweight. This is the Tokes, I believe the 1100 pot. I like this pot. I've had it for about a year. Can make a pretty large meal with it. Then inside I have, this is the Snow Peak Gigapower stove. I've had this for like 10 years. It has a self-igniter on it, so you don't need a lighter, even though I'll be carrying an extra one. Yeah, I like the stove a lot. It's pretty lightweight. It has 4 arms, so what you put on is really stable. I've used MSRs before, and just with the 3 little arms, I've had, you know, soup cans and pots fall off of it before. And inside, I have an MSR soup canister in there. Moving on, I got my little ditty bag on top. This is just a, I believe it's a Granite Gear little dry bag. And inside, some of the little essentials: toothbrush, toothpaste, a little med kit here. I got Lugo tapes and Neosporin, a lighter, chapstick, Benadryl, ibuprofen, a few bandages, as well as my repair kit for my sleeping pad. Little patch kit there. Got my electronics. I have two Nightcore, I think they're called the G10000. I was just going to have one, and then I realized how much I'm actually going to have to charge between my phone, my headlamp, the Garmin, as well as my headphones. 10,000 I thought just wasn't going to cut it. So instead of getting the 20,000 solo battery, I got a second 10,000. So actually, these two 10,000s added together weigh slightly less than the 20,000 alone. And also, if something happens to one, I have a backup. Like I said, I have a large phone. I'll get about one charge for about a third of this battery. So I'm really glad I picked up a second one. So I'll just have to be careful about how I'm charging and how I'm using my electronics. Two charging cords, and then I have an Anchor wall plug, 40 watt USB-C. So quicker charging, efficient charging. It's large, but it's going to charge my stuff quicker, so I don't have to sit around places quite as long. And then the very bottom of this bag, a little cork ball. Good at the end of the day, rolling out your muscles on your legs and your feet. I think I won't regret bringing that. And then on top here, I have my food bag. This is about, I'd say maybe 4 days worth of food. Like I said, I just had it in here for training, but this is what I'll be starting the trail with. It's what's packed in here right now. So I'll figure out pretty quickly if this is too much food, not enough. I think it's going to be plenty, but let's see. And then under that, I keep my Enlightened Equipment Torrid synthetic. I like this jacket a lot. It's super light. It's like, I think for a size small, it's like 6 ounces. It's really, really warm for its weight. I took a trip to Iceland a few months ago, and this was the only, I really wanted to test it, so this was the only, insulating layer I brought to wear under a rain shell. And it was in the teens. One day we were out all day, and it was just like a total blizzard. And it got wet, but I was never cold in this. And 10-degree wind chill, heavy wet snow. This thing has done really well for its weight. I prefer synthetic. Just living in the Northeast, it's wet a lot. So if you get wet, it'll still keep you warm, and that'll be pretty essential out there on days where I'm, days away from a shelter. And then in the very bottom here, I have the rest of my kit in this 40-liter dry bag. I did originally start out with a Nile Flume, I believe it's called, pack liner, one of these. I like these a lot. I've had this one for a year, no holes, no leaks in it. It's what I trained with the whole time leading up to this. But it is really loud, doesn't bother me at all. But the reason I switched to this dry bag is I can put everything in this dry bag and really compress it down and then lock it shut so it doesn't let air back in and poof up. Saves me a lot of room in my pack. With the Nile Flume, I was able to cinch it down somewhat, but I couldn't quite get it this small. So it might add a few ounces, if that, but it adds a lot more room in my pack. So, open that up, and then right on top I have my clothing, and I'm keeping all my clothes in the Thermarest, my pump sack for my sleeping pad. I wasn't going to bring this, but I needed something, a separate bag to keep my clothes in. And, you know, at the end of a long day, instead of sitting there for 10 minutes blowing up a pad, it'll be nice to have this. Just plug it in, a couple good pumps, and it'll fill up. And, you know, it has multiple uses. That's why it's worth bringing. And if I, you know, get on the trail and I find that I have no problem blowing up my pad, I have another lighter weight way to keep my clean clothes in, and I'll send it home. Inside here, I have my Farpoint Alpha Direct hoodie. This thing is awesome. It weighs like just over 4 ounces, I think. I've used it in really cold temperatures here in Maine, hiking with just my Jolly Gear shirt underneath of it. It breathes really well. Like, if you're caught in the wind with it, it will suck the heat right out of it. It's good with a shell under it, but on like a really light breezy day or a no wind kind of day, it's surprisingly warm for its weight. And it breathes really well, so you don't get as sweaty in it. Yeah, can't say enough good things about this hoodie, and also the company that makes it too. Their customer support is super awesome. And I'll probably end up sending these back. I have a pair of Fjall Raven hiking pants. They're really light. They're probably 7 or 8 ounces. I didn't love the idea of only bringing shorts and long johns with me and the rain pants, even though I think that's all I'm going to need. I've done some winter hikes in just that setup and been fine. I'm going to bring these with me, you know, maybe just a pair of camp pants to have, or starting out on cold mornings, I can throw these on over my shorts and then strip them off when it gets warmer. We'll see how long I have these. Could be the whole trail, could be a couple days. I have Exficio underwear, 2 pairs of them, one for camp, one for hiking. I've used this specific pair, but a pair just like this for years. Really comfortable. They dry quick. They don't hold odors. I got a spare pair of Darn Tough socks. And I have REI brand lightweight long underwear. Cool nights, I'll be sleeping in these. Could hike with these underneath my shorts. They're really comfortable. They're durable. I also wore these when I was in Iceland as my underlayer. And they're pretty warm for the weight, but they still breathe really well. And that's it for that bag. And then I have the Gossamer Gear, the One tent. This is a new piece of kit to me. I'm not super familiar with Gossamer Gear. I've never had any of their stuff before. This is actually one of the items that I got sent to me from a company. They were super generous and offered to send this to me to use on my trip. And I like it a lot. I've set it up in the backyard a couple times, taken naps in it. It's a super lightweight. I mean, with the stakes, I think it's under 20 ounces maybe, right around there. And it's really sturdy too. Like I said, good trekking poles make all the difference with the trekking pole tent. And I think I'm really going to like this setup. We'll see how it does in weather. I've never set it up or used it in the rain. And then my sleeping pad, Thermarest Neo Air X Lite, the classic sleeping pad. I like this thing a lot. Like I said, I'm a smaller frame person. Some people complain that it's narrow. I didn't get the wide one. I just got the regular. I almost got the short one because the end of my feet are like right at the end of the pad. But I thought I would just get annoyed with that. So I got the regular full length one. It's really comfy. People say it's quieter than past models. Yeah, I don't really have any complaints about it so far. I've used it a handful of times. It inflates quickly, stays inflated. I've had no problems with it. We'll see how long it lasts me. And then I have a Sea to Summit pillow, inflatable pillow. This may be another one of those items that I get out there and realize I can just use my clothes bag as a pillow. I like having this. I've used it a handful of times. I'm a side sleeper, so good head and neck support helps a lot with my quality of sleep. And then the very last item is my sleeping bag. I have the REI Magma 15. I got a really good deal on this at REI during one of their sales last summer, and I like it quite a bit. I may be too warm for some portions of the hike. What I like about this though is the way that it unzips. I can unzip it all the way and use it more like a quilt, and just lay it over top of me. Stick my feet down here in the bottom box. Yeah, I'm not carrying a liner because I think this bag is going to be pretty warm as is. If it gets bad enough, you know, I can swap it out for a 20 or 30 degree bag. But I've gotten really comfortable sleeping this. It's super light as well. I think it's like a pound and 12 ounces or something. But yeah, that is my full kit for my 2024 PCT through hike attempt. Like, comment, subscribe on this video. If you have any questions, shoot them down below. And I'm always happy to take suggestions from... Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot my side pockets. In the side pockets of the pack, I have bug net, hand sanitizer, and then my Sawyer filter. And then on the other side, I have my headphones, JBL Peak Endurance 3s. Comfy. They hook around the ear, so I don't have to worry about them falling off and losing them. And then my headlamp. I have the Nightcore UL 25, NU25. Really lightweight, good headlamp. Had it for a while. And then I have a buff. This will be pretty nice as a headband. You can turn it into a beanie. I like sleeping with it on my head. Yeah, great piece of kit. That is it. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Shoot me a message if you have any questions or suggestions on gear changes. And I'll see you guys out on the trail.